The animation on My Hero Academia suddenly took a massive nosedive, and fans are up in arms. As a bunch of angry folks are getting ready to burn Studio Bones to the ground, we're here to bring you all the latest news out of Japan. Anime fans always get intense about animation quality, and that's been evident with My Hero Academia's 6th season. There was already some uncertainty in the community in the run-up to this year's debut, following Season 5's rushed adaptation of the beloved Villain Academia arc. The war against the Paranormal Liberation Army is a very heavy arc with a ton of big emotional moments. The start of Season 6 was solidly received, with the community particularly enjoying Miriko's Sakuga-filled takedown of the lab's defenders. However, as we approach the climax of the first core, the quality is starting to deteriorate. And fan complaints make it clear, this is entirely a visual issue. There haven't been bad words said about the soundtrack or the voice acting. It's all in the animation quality falling below their expectations. It says something when one fan compared it unfavorably to things like One Piece, Boruto, and Princess Connect. Even with hyperbolic Twitter conversation, when people think a mobile game tie-in has better animation than your action-focused shonen, something is badly wrong. At least one Twitter user compared the recent confrontation between Deku and Shigaraki to fan animation, while others shared multiple high-quality fan animations that they viewed as stronger than the show's attempt. This was a movement the My Hero community had a lot of hope for, and it seems clear that Bones weren't able to live up to those expectations. And looking at the episode, it's fairly easy to see why people got mad. The ultimate confrontation kept things far more restrained, to the point one fan compared it to a series of manga still shots. To him, it felt nothing akin to some of Deku's prior epic fights. While the loss of detail is somewhat inevitable in animation, the downgrade here is very immediately notable. Further, Bones played the basic look of the scene very safe and mundane, limiting blood and using naturalistic lighting that didn't do a ton to sell the impact of the confrontation. The reason for this downgrade seems unclear. Some talk has speculated that the downgrade comes with focus on the villains, calling back to the issues with last season. Multiple high-intensity panels of Shigaraki have been omitted from the anime. But personal bias doesn't do enough to explain a quality drop of this nature. Nor does Bones' current workload. Unlike in several prior seasons when they were working on both a Hero Aka movie and season at once, this year only has the show in production. Has the bulk of the budget been saved for the second core? Is there an unannounced 4th movie in the works? Was money instead diverted to another show, such as Mob Psycho's final season or the sequel to Skate the Infinity? Or perhaps it's as simple as trying to live within their means. Season 6 was always going to be difficult for Bones. The war is heavily action-focused. This isn't an arc with a few key fight scenes. When everyone is fighting constantly, sooner or later something is gonna break. And a good portion of the anime community is fine with the result. Some fans are invested enough in MHA that visual shortcomings won't hold them back. We've seen it work for Pokemon recently, it holds just as true for shonen action. Let's hope the second core can hold a more consistent level of quality. Regardless, we'll be sure to keep you up to date with all the latest news out of Japan.